guys and girls, and welcome to my draft analysis of the Borussia Donphan in the GBA Season 5. Yes, you probably all saw, or at least most of you saw the live stream. You heard already the thoughts of Miguel, Dan, and all the other guys which were in the call. But yeah, this video is to give you basically my insight of the team. Why did I draft this one, why in that order, why do they work together, blah blah blah, all this stuff. Why I think this is a very strong draft and definitely one of the strongest in GBA, at least in my opinion. I mean, of course, I have to rank my draft over all the other guys. Why would I draft it otherwise? But yeah, that's basically it. To start up, I was the 14th. I was the 14th in the draft, and I had several first picks I had in mind. You have to have several, because yeah, there are 13 people in front of you, and you will get sniped. There's no doubt about it. Otherwise, yeah, you're pretty lucky. Otherwise, but I didn't expect it, so I had several first picks. Like in general, you know, I don't have a full draft. I don't go in the draft and say these are the 11 months I want. Maybe with two or three substitutes. That's not how I go. I have a checklist. I want this one. I want a wall breaker. I want a defogger. I want a pivot, I want priority and stuff like that. Everything's basically on list, and then I go, basically fill these up. Because if you're too stuck on a plan, even you have 3 or 4 plans, you get sniped at some point, and then you're screwed. You have to get more creative. You're endless the live draft, so you get stressed even more. But yeah, that's how I go in the draft. Many people have different opinions. That's just how I draft. So if you are confused why I made some decisions, that may explain something. Who knows? But yeah, first pick, Landorus Eye. This one is amazing. I had it in GBC Season 1. It's pure power. It has force boosted attacks from this massive 115 special attack. Even a very good physical move pool with even a higher physical attack with 125. So we don't even know if it's physical or special in the side. Special is of course the most used because the moves are just stronger with sheer force there. 101, pretty good speed, respectable book. Of course, there's the 4 times ice weakness, but since this is an offensive mon, and it isn't built to take too many hits, like maybe 1 or 2, and yeah, dish out massive hits himself, I don't see that as too much of a problem. Of course, there's Ice Shot, the Ice Priority, which from its stab, Mon pretty much kills this thing, but there are things called Yachi Berry, and berries are Bay in League format basically. But yeah, this thing is amazing. It's a sneaky stealth rocker. Setup is going to be difficult with this thing because of the 4 times ice weakness, of course, but I learned that in GBC Season 1 already. You don't have to set up this thing to be amazing. Everyone has to fear the thing. Everyone has to prepare for the thing. It basically 2-hit KOs the entire metagame. But yeah, it's banned. It's more going to you, not for... it's banned for a reason, let's say it like that. Here it's allowed, and I'm gonna exploit that. Probably, maybe it will be banned next season after I can do some sick stuff with it. But yeah, at the moment it isn't, and I'm pretty happy about that. Next pick, what is... none other than a Zoomerl. I wanted definitely a fairy as my second pick. I would have preferred Clefable, which is arguably the best fairy in the game, in League format in general. But yeah, Hayden got that already. My next choice would have been Togekiss, which got to Fizz before already. And then I had to decide between Sylveon and a Zoomerl. Or getting a lower tier fairy. I was not too much of a fan of getting a lower tier fairy like Aromatisse, Florges, Granbull, Mr. Mime, the Den, if you call them as good fairies. But yeah, I wanted a higher tier fairy. And I decided on a Zoomerl not only because it's a good fairy, it's not really a defensive fairy, but it can dish out immense strong hits with his Water Fairy Stab. The typing coverage, it covers the ice weakness of Landorus, so it gives me already an ice switch in. The Aqua Jet priority is very nice because Landorus doesn't get real priority. Maybe it may get Quick Attack. I have to look into that. I doubt it, but yeah, Azuma with Aqua Jet, it already gives me priority. It gives me a fairy type. It gives me even very good utility moves if I want, like the Perish Trap set, Sap Sipper. I could even use the Fake Fat defensive set, like, if I feel like it. Of course, Huge Power is the most used. With Assault, this thing is amazing. It gets Knockoff, it gets Superpower, it gets Ice Punch. It gets... of course, the Belly Drum set is always a thing the opponent has to prepare for. Assault Vest is, of course, the most used one, or even Choice Bandit. I could even bring a Choice Scarfed one if I feel like it, but yeah, Zoomerl is amazing. With my first 2 picks, I was going for Power. Because, in my opinion, the bulk you can get from lower tiers, because lower tier bulk mons are still pretty good, but if you are going for offensive wise, for pure power, I think you have to grab the mons from the higher tiers, because the lower tier threats, let's take that, aren't that big of a threat anymore in the higher tiers. I mean, it's league format, of course, and there are lower tier mons which are still like even better than high tier mons, if you want to see it like that. But that's my policy in general. Of course, there are exceptions. I want to have my power in the high tier, and I don't mind having my board from the lower tier mons. But yeah, this is Azumarill. You all should know Azumarill. Azumarill is a great mon, and yeah, let's go over to the next one. As my next pick, I decide for Crobat because the thing you have to get after a very, very early in the draft is hazard removal. The light turns were already gone. I couldn't afford another tier 1 either way because of Azumarill and Landorus. I had to look at the lower tiers and they're like Empoleon around and other stuff, SD4 or even Rapid Spinner. Or because the best Rapid Spinner are like Starmie and Excadrill, and I'm not too much of a fan of Tentacruel. If you know me, you know I'm not a fan of Tentacruel at all. So I decided for Crobat. Crobat is probably one of the most reliable defoggers just because of its speed, because it basically just outspeeds everything, barring like the Speedy Megas or Scarfer, and can get up the defog before dying. In addition to that, it gets very good utility moves and Taunt, Super Fang, Toxic. Infiltrated Toxic is very nice, and good abilities with Inner Focus. I can even take the fake outs from mons like Mega Lopunny or other mons and just don't get flinched and hit them up with a Brave Bird. And the speed of this thing is just amazing. Pretty good typing with Poison and Flying, negating that Earth weakness with the Flying type, of course. Reliable recovery with Roost. I'm a very big fan of Crobat in UU. It's arguably one of the best mons in UU. Like, at least it's the most used one. And I was very happy to grab that in tier 5. It gives me another ice weakness, I know that, but yeah, there are enough mons I can cover that up with, but I want a reliable defogger, and I mean, to be honest, close to all defoggers are weak to ice because of flying type, and there are only a few like Empoleon or Skuntank, which are defogger, which aren't weak to ice. Even the Light Twins are, so I don't see that too much of a weakness, but Crobat is amazing. I want a Crobat because a fast bat is fast. As my next pick, I want to start building my Fairy Dragon Steel Core. And my favorite Steel type, without a doubt, like Baron Excadrill, but that was gone already. And like I said, I couldn't afford another tier 1 mon. I was going for Cobalion. Cobalion was in tier 3. I thought I think it's pretty undervalued in tier 3. I love Cobalion using it. You saw it already using me in Kino's team. Bob used it very nice last season, and Cobalion is a very nice Steel type. Amazing speed, good defense. Kind of lack on special defense, but still very respectable. Very nice HP set. It can go in the offensive because of its speed. It kind of lacks power. It kind of needs setup or a choice band or choice packs to really dish out big hits. But with its speed, it has very nice sweeping capabilities on the special side and on the physical side. That's what I like very much on my mons, being able to sweep on the physical or the special side, or even run a mixed set like. Having a respectable special attack and gives you all the opportunities with hidden powers on other mons on your opponent, and you can catch them off guard. It gets Taunt, it gets Stealth Rock, it's Magnet Rise, a very, very nice ability I already used and I try to use even more in the league format. Set up in all the ways, combines, Sword Stance, Agility. It even gets Volt Switch. I can use it like what it didn't even mention on Crobat and Landorus. They both get U-turn, so I'm kind of building already a Volt-turn core with Cobalion, Crobat, and Landorus, and then I can get my Wall Breakers in like Landorus itself, or even Azumarill on a safe switch and dish out some huge hits. So I like Cobalion very much. It gives me not only a Steel type. God damn it, I can't talk today. It gives me a fighting type, which are very, very good offensive-wise in league format. Yeah, you basically have to get a fighting type. Sadly, he doesn't get the Dark Courage most fighting types desire in knockoff, but I still like Cobalion a lot. Like, if you don't like Cobalion, if you don't like Cabra, you basically don't like me. That's how it goes. You don't like Cobalion, you don't like me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's how it works. But yeah, up to the next pick. As next pick, I need to start on a defensive core. I did not really got the most defensive mons. Azumarill has a very high HP set. Cobalion is pretty defensive too. Crobat can be used defensive too with a respectable HP set and other stuffs. But I had no dedicated bulk, like mons which can switch in, take a hit, and take even more hits. And still be offensive. I don't like these pure walls like the Chansey Blissey, Alomomola and stuff. These are, not for me. I want to have the bulk I have. If I slap a choice specs on or something like this, they should still be powerful. And that's why I decided for a bulky grass type, because bulky grass types are the best in the format, in my opinion. I mean, bulky water types are, of course, like even higher in the list, but a bulky grass type or just a grass type which can go offensive with a good attack and special attacks. I'd like Tangrowth. I didn't mention it so far. Yeah, Tangrowth was of course my pick. With a generator, one of the premier abilities you want to have on the bulky mon of yours. It can go both ways with physical and special attack. It one hand HP set, 105 defense. This is a defensive monster. With the assault vest, if you slap it on, it can even take the special hits. Mostly, of course, it can take the physical hits. But yeah, there are basically all the teams run bulky water types, and Tangrowth is a very easy switch in because with the assault vest, Ice Beam won't do much, and Giga Drain, Leaf Storm, Power Whip, all these things will wreck them. I very much enjoy using grass types in the format because, like I said, everyone runs a bulky water. I mean, even I use a bulky water, but yeah, that's why most want as far as electric types or grass type. I think grass types, I like grass types a bit more because, yeah, I mean, it's kind of hipster to use grass types because electric types is the thing for everybody, but grass are very good. It gives me an electric, electric resistance to all the 5 electric types I just mentioned, and he gets Earthquake to bop them. One moment. I could even at some point run the Chlorophyll sweep, or at least try to sweep Tangrowth. It's pretty like I doubt I want to try it because yeah I have to use serious stuff because it's a serious competition. But if I see the chance, why not? Be scared of Chlorophyll Tangrowth, my opponents. Be scared. But yeah, it has an amazing move pool with, like I said, all the grass types I just mentioned on both sides, and of course Knockoff, yeah, that's basically all the coverage you need in Gen 6, but no. Sleep Powder, Leech Seed, what else? Synthesis, Natural Gift, I mean, that goes for all Gen 4 and lower ones, but Natural Gift is a very nice ability. I should have probably looked up all the moves and things get, but this thing is a monster. I used it already, and it's in higher tiers. It's only tier 3, in my opinion. It could have been even higher, but tier 3 is a fine tier, why not? It has the pure grass type. I don't like getting, like, my bulk should mostly consist of solo type mons, but that's the thing I want to go for. And yeah, it has a generator. And yeah, now the draft got difficult. Many mons got already picked, and because I'm so late in the pick order, I basically can always pick 2 mons together. I get 2 mons guaranteed, close to guaranteed, because they're only like 3 guys after me. Or 2? I was 14th the picker. I wasn't even 14th. Why am I lying to you guys? God damn it. I still need to think about these videos before I just click record. But yeah, I was 13th. There was 3 guys behind me. George, Fizz, and Hayden. That means that only 6 mons are between my 2 picks. And this in short, it basically guarantees me 2 mons. I had already Tangrowth. And I had my eyes out for Slowking a lot. For generator core with a water and a grass type. But the problem is, if I want to get Slowking another tier 3, which basically means I have to get a tier 2 mega, or even lower. I can't afford a tier 2 1 mega then. The problem was, Dan already used his points and had to get a tier 2 mega 2. And I wanted Mega Absol so bad. They are like all the other tier 2 megas are still good, like Mega Aggron, Mega Blastoise, Mega Houndoom not so in my opinion, but yeah, Mega Absol, these are like the 3 most I was almost looking for. I don't want Mega Aggron because I'm not it's very good, like no offense to anyone who drafted it, it's a very good mon, but I'm not too much of a fan of it. I want Mega Absol, like I already said on Twitter, but I very much like Mega Absol. Mega Blastoise is amazing in my opinion, but I already had the Azumarill, I was planning on getting Slowking, and I don't want to draft a 3rd water type. That's not healthy for a draft if you have 3 water types. You're too weak then to grass and electric and other attacks. Freeze Dry too, because I'm very weak to Freeze Dry right now, barring Cobalion. But I'm sorry, I'm very thirsty right now. But yeah, I want Mega Absol. I had my eyes on Mega Absol, and I had to make sure that I get it. That's why I didn't draft a Slowking or Mega Absol right away. I had to draft a tier 4 or tier 5 mon first, and then getting my next 2 guaranteed pick, basically Slowking and Absol. If I get sniped, I still had other plans, like getting Reuniclus instead of Slowking. It's not a water type, of course, but it would have been my choice there. But yeah, that's why I did go for a next pick with Regirock. Many people criticized this pick. Other people loved it. Me, for example, I love Regirock. I even said it on a video already where I used it in the higher tier. It's an amazing rock type. Rock types are very valuable in League format. Rock Stab is very strong. It gives me now Stealth Rocker. It gets Thunder Wave Seismic Toss, all the status moves. It has a Dreadpool attack stack with 100, good HP with 80, like an amazing defensive with 200 and a usable special defense with 102. I love using special defense with Regirock to take both the hits. Of course, it has no reliable recovery, but the most thing why I want this thing, my team is very weak to bird spam. I have one weakness and in Tangrowth and no resistance at all, and people were drafting Staraptor, Tornadus. And yeah, I wanted to have something against Flying Spam, because Flying Spam is, even though we are not on the standard OU or UU ladder even, Flying Spam is a prevalent thing in League format. I want to have something against that. Regirock covers very good the weaknesses with Tangrowth. It has a water weakness, it has the the ground weakness and the fighting weakness. Most fighting attacks Tangrowth can switch in, because most fighting attacks are of course physical, and the other types are just covered with Tangrowth. Some said that, I think it was Miguel. Miguel said that it shares some weaknesses with our mons. I mean, that's basically Cobalion. It shares the fighting and ground weakness with Cobalion. For every weakness of Regirock, I got already 2 or 3 resistances. We have the water type, I got Tangrowth and Azumarill. We got the grass type, I got Tangrowth and Crobat and Cobalion. We got the fighting type, I got Crobat and Azumarill and Landorus. And let's see, water, grass, fighting. Ground, I got Tangrowth and 2 immunities in Crobat and Landorus. So I did not agree with that, but hey, people say a lot of things in the draft, so they can't full think about everything. But yeah, Regirock is amazing. I love it. H-Phase, it's a staple in my team. I had it in GBC Season 1 too. I love using it in higher tiers, and I think it's a very good tier 4 mon. I have already 3 Stealth Rockers on the team, so basically no one can see who my Stealth Rocker is. And yeah. Going to my next 2 picks, you all know I got what I wanted. I got Slowking. It was so happy once I got it. I got finally my Regenerator core. I got finally a core, a defensive core. I had defensive mons in Regirock, but it has no reliable recovery. The only mon with reliable recovery I had so far was Crobat and Tangrowth, kind of with Synthesis and Regenerator, but I wanted the core. And Slowking and Tangrowth just fit so good together. They share sadly the bug weakness, but if you look at my team, I have 4 mons which resist bug at the moment, so I don't think the bug weakness is too much, and of course offensive bug types are not too much around. Of course there is Scissors, but yeah, they share the bug weakness, but I have switched into a bug. No problem, don't worry about that. Hidden Power bug is a very odd HP to run. People may do that, but yeah. Let's talk about Slowking first. Of course it gets Regenerator, that's what I'm talking the whole time about. The Regenerator core of Tangrowth. It's a bulky water type, it has a Psychic type in 2, which helps with the fighting weakness again. Of course it grants the dark weakness, which is not too bad, because I have already Cobalion and Azumarill. Cobalion loves chewing the knockouts. I didn't even talk about the once Cobalion. It has Justified. It's a perfect knockoff switch in. It's a perfect Gen 6 switch in for every mon which runs knockoff, which is probably the most used coverage dark moves on anything. And yeah, Cobalion likes to switch on that. And if I can even run Cold Barrier, and if it's physical defense, it can take them either way. But yeah, Slowking is amazing. The coverage it gets, it's Fire Blast, Ice Beam, Scald of course, Psychic, Psyshock, Power Gem even. It gets Thunder Wave. It has Slack Off as recovery. I can even set up Core Mind or even Trick Room if I want. I'm a very big fan of Slowking. Of course, Slowbro is better, but that's why I tier 2, but I couldn't afford it, but Slowking is amazing. I love my Slowking. And yeah, suck it Bob, Slowking is amazing. And like you can hear, I got my Mega I wanted. I got Mega Absol. I was talking so much on Mega Absol on Twitter already, how badly I want to use in League format. This thing has a move pool. It blows my mind what the move pool this thing gets. Not only offensive wise, like with knockoff, sucker punch. Of course, its main steps, superpower, play rough, Iron Tail, Stone Edge, whatever. And on physical side, flamethrower, fire blast, ice beam, thunderbolt. It gets bolt beam with a usable special attack at 115. It gets access. It can actually use all the hidden powers with this attack set, even though it is offensive. It gets sword stance with setup. Even for setup with Mega Absol is pretty difficult because it's so frail. Of course, I know Mega Absol is frail. It doesn't take hits, but yeah, it's not built to take hits. I have my Voltron core. I have my Regenerator core. I am able to switch around. Basically, pretty free. Like not totally for free, of course, but pretty free. I can get Mega Absol in. And yeah, some people criticize this pick already, but yeah, they will see. I love Mega Absol. And it gets so many utility moves. It gets Wish, it gets Will-O-Wisp, it gets, what else? Thunder Wave. There's so many moves Absol gets. I was amazed by this basically since 2 months, and I'm very happy that I can actually use it myself. Bob used it very good in GBC Season 2, and I try to follow that trend. And yeah, this thing is amazing. Amazing cleanup sweeper with 115 speed. It's my second fastest mon on the team. It grants me more priority with Sucker Punch because only Aqua Jet as normal is kind of not enough priority. Of course, people can play around Sucker Punch, but I know that too. And then the mind games begin. So far, I was proven not to be very good with mind games, but I will change that. I will change the fact. Water is amazing too. But yeah, Mega Absol, Mega Emo. I like it a lot. The defensive are disgustingly low. But yeah, it's another perfect knockoff switch in. Not only it has a Mega Stone that knockoff is weakened, it's a Dark type, it resisted, and before Mega Evolving gets justified. Basically, no one can run knockoff versus me. With Cobalion and Absol around, if you click knockoff, one of these things will get a +1 attack boost and your life will be miserable. So my opponents, if you dare to bring knockoff, be prepared to get wrecked. That's my message out there for you. Be prepared, don't bring knockoff, or do it and get wrecked. But yeah, my next pick. I did not have a tier 2 yet. I was thinking, there are many good tier 2s around still, like I was thinking about Diggersby and Salamence, which both would grant me another ice weakness. Salamence, like another 4 times ice weakness, which I was not too much of a fan of. I still need the dragon, but there are low tier Meg Dragons around. And then I found Scolipede. And then there's Scolipede. I always thought, why is Scolipede tier 2? And then, yeah, right. Oh wait, let's click on Scolipede first. Here's Scolipede. And yeah, right. It gets speed boost, it gets baton pass. There's no baton pass clause in the GBA. I can abuse that shit. I can abuse Landorus Eye Aloud. I can abuse Scolipede too. With Scolipede, it not like with the baton pass clause. Basically, every mon in my roster is a threat. If I have Scolipede on the team, every mon is a threat. I can pass speed. I can pass attack. I doesn't think it gets special attack, setup move barring work up maybe, but work up is not good. I can pass even iron defensive to anyone, and this thing alone, like everything on my team gets a threat. But all the people, probably people will forget that Scolipede itself is already a threat. With this good HP set, a very respectable attack set with 100, and very good coverage with Mega Horn, Poison Jet, Rock Slides, Earthquake. These are the main ones. It gets Stone Edge, Steamroller, like they mentioned too. This thing alone is a threat. Like, if they see setting me up a Sword Stance and they expect a Baton Pass and I just go for a +2 Mega Horn on whatever switches in, or on their Raw, Dragon Tail, whatever, their life will be miserable. There are many mind games involved with Scolipede, and I fell in love with it already. And it's not only a great offensive mon. The typing is perfect. 4 times resistance to fighting, which is such a often used type in League format. And it can also hazard stack. It gets spikes and toxic spikes. It gets taunt. It's a perfect lead. And with basically I only slap a taunt pass on some defensive moves, and it still can baton pass the speed to every monster, and grant a sweep before first setting up the hazards and such, and then granting the sweep for something else. Scolipede, I fell in love with you while thinking about you. I close to never used you before. Like, that's a weakness maybe. I close to never used Scolipede before. I was never a fan of baton pass, but in League format, it's allowed. I had to use it. It was probably one of the best tier 2s around. I was thinking about Hooper, but yeah. I was thinking about Hooper, but Scolipede just had so much going for it. I had to go for Scolipede. It's such a good mon. Everything, I will get the sweeps with everything with Scolipede. Everything will get a sweep. I mean, we have 12 weeks. I have 11 mons. That's enough game. That's enough. I can even sweep with one twice. I call it out here. I will get a sweep with every mon. That's probably a very bold statement. But now I decided, god damn it, now I have to go for it. But yeah, next pick. Like I said, I didn't pick Salamence, rather said. I still had to get a dragon, and the best low tier dragon around were Flygon and Dradagon. Flygon is a 4-time ice weakness with U-turn, so I had to go with Dradagon. Another amazing dragon with 2 good abilities in Rough Skin and Sheer Force, and with a 120 attack set and Sheer Force, this thing hits like a truck. Rough Skin with Rockery Helmet is very good for the defensive set. It gets Glare to paralyze close to every mon. Another priority user with Sucker Punch. I know Sucker Punch is not the most consistent, priority, but it is priority. I like it a lot. It finally gives me a dragon, which resists so many times. It's a pure dragon type, which only gives me 1 time ice weakness, only the fairy weakness, and the other Dragon weaknesses. I have switched into all of those. And Dragon is amazing. It gets Gunk Shot, it gets all the amended punches, it of course gets the Dragon Stab, it gets Dragon Tail for the defensive set, it gets even Stealth Rocks, which grants me, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Stealth Rockers for now on the team, and 1 Spike and Toxic Setter. This thing is amazing. I love Dredagon a lot. I think tier 4 is pretty low for Dredagon. I will use the shit out of that, and it's good defensive-wise, It has a very low speed, but, you know, the draft before, Scolipede, Baton Pass, let's get the Dredagon sweep. I like it a lot. But yeah, for my last pick, I had to get a tier 5 mon, because that was the only one I was missing, and I wanted 2 things. I want a secondary hazard removal option, because I don't want to be forced to bring Crowbat every time. And I wanted electric immunity, which is not quad weak to ice, so it gets wrecked by 1 HP ice. So I wanted to ground type of Rapid Spin. There were 2 around, Claydol and Sand Slash. Claydol is pretty garbage, so I had to go with Sand Slash. Sasha, I hope you're proud. I did go with Sand Slash. It has pretty respectable attack with 100, pretty good defensive, decent HP set. The other stats are not that good, like special. It can't take very well special sets, but I saw already Assault there, Sand Slash wrecking me in the GBA tournament. And yeah, this thing is amazing. It gives you now a Stealth Rocker, it has Rapid Spin. It's of course not that good, and I got some criticism for that pick too, but like I said, of course, you don't have to get a Rapid Spinner there. You are fine with the Defogger, but I want to have 2 options because I don't want to be forced to bring one every time. Because I don't want to be predictable. You never want to be predictable in League format. Your opponent always have to wonder, what could he bring with me? You don't want one spat already taken by Crowbat. Even Crowbat is a very good mon, but I don't want to be predictable. Sand Slash is my secondary Rapid Spin option. It's my Electric Immunity, which doesn't die to 1 HP Ice. And it has other things going for it. It gets Sand Rush. There are so many sand teams around. Like, we have three sand teams, or basically three teams. We got one with Tyranitar, one with Hippowdon, and one with Mega Tyranitar. And yeah, with Sand Rush, I can go for the counter sweeps. I already told Tub in my division, he has the Mega Tyranitar Excadrill core. And yeah, Sand Slash will get the counter sweep. It can take the hits from Excadrill and kill it back with an Earthquake. Mega Tyranitar too. And it has, Sasha already knows the power. I felt the power myself. Sanchez is amazing. It gets knockoff, of course, Earthquake, Rapid Spin, X-Scissor, Stealth Rock too, so it's not only hazard removal, it has a control fully, can get up setup hazard and remove them. A Rapid Spin is of course very nice with the hazard stack aspect of Scolipede. And yeah, I'm a fan of Sand Slash. I wanted that. I don't want the Flygon or Claydol. I wanted Sand Slash. Many people thought I had to get a tier 5, and I just thought, oh, let's get a Rapid Spinner. But no. Sand Slash was the pick of my desire. So, yeah, this is basically my full team. You can see here. Please leave your thoughts in the comments. I think I know all the flaws and like the pros and cons of that draft, but please leave your thoughts in the comments. Like, if you see something, even if you say it 3 times, or not you alone say 3 times, of course, that would be spamming, but let's say two people said it already, say it again, I don't mind, because the more people say it, the more I have to look out for that. And yeah, maybe you find something I overlooked. Hey, the possibility is there. Better be safe than sorry. I don't mind people criticizing my draft, because criticism helps as long as constructive criticism, of course. Like if you just say, hey, Lost, your draft sucks, that won't help. There will be, like after I said, there will of course be a comment saying that, but yeah, you are not helping, mister. And yeah. That's basically it. That's my draft. This is the squad I will go for the cup. Many people agreed that it's a very good one. I agree, of course, that. I don't know if it's the best one. I, of course, think so, but, I mean, you are pretty much biased on your own draft. So I can't take my own opinion serious on that, but this is the draft which will win the cup. Yeah. Because it not only is one of the best drafted teams, it has one of the best coaches in the league. Yeah, that's enough of the cockiness for me. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. You heard all my thoughts. Hit me on Twitter, Facebook, all the links are in the description. And yeah, I will see you in the first GBA match with this squad. Nicknames. Whoa, I forgot. I still need nicknames on some mons. I will not reveal here because I want to hear opinions on all the mons. If you have nickname suggestions, leave them in the comments too. I want to hear all of them. I have some set already. But yeah, I still like reading them, the ideas, if you can get creative. But yeah. That's all. Like I already said, I will see you next time. Ciao.